In order to build an efficient revenue tech stack, in order to build a high growth revenue engine, you have to have your systems and data integrated. It's not a very sexy topic, but it's critical to building a world-class revenue operation. So I wanted to share some of the basics in this short video. If you're using Salesforce for sales, marketing, or service, it should obviously be the core of your revenue tech stack. It's where all your customer and prospect data lives, where all your opportunities, activities, contacts, and everything else lives. So if you want a 360-degree view of your customer, a single source of truth, you need to have your other systems integrated. The alternative involves your sales, marketing, and service people fumbling through multiple systems with missing and conflicting information, burning a lot of time and money, letting things slip through the cracks, negatively impacting your customer experience, and ultimately leaving a lot of revenue on the table. So if you're looking to integrate one of your tools with Salesforce, here's where to start. The first place we always look is the Salesforce App Exchange, which has over 5,000 different applications. These apps include pre-built integrations with other tools, as well as bolt-on solutions that work right inside of the Salesforce application. This is almost always your preferred option. If another software company has invested the time and money to build a Salesforce App Exchange app and has got it approved by Salesforce, then it's probably going to be your best and cheapest option, often costing you nothing at all. You should definitely read the reviews and look at the date that it was last updated though, but that's likely going to give you your best integration option. If an App Exchange app isn't available, you should look at the provider's website. Many tools in the market have pre-built integrations with Salesforce that sit inside their tool rather than Salesforce, but can still push and pull information to and from Salesforce to give you that 360-degree view of your customer data. Again, here, oftentimes these integrations are free or come at no extra charge as long as you have the right license. If neither of these are options, then you're looking at having a team of developers build a custom integration. This can have the advantage of meeting your exact needs versus something that was built for a larger audience, but will be much more expensive than having a tool that was built for a larger user base. If you want to integrate, your developers or your consultant like Union Square Consulting should go to the provider's website and search to see if they have an open API, which stands for Application Programming Interface. This is literally what allows developers to interface with the application to pull or push data. A lot of companies like Salesforce have robust APIs that are free to access if you have the right license, and they have detailed documentation publicly available on their website. This only happens though when the company invests significant time for their developers to build an API and then to build the documentation explaining how it works. Other software providers may not have an API at all, or it may be limited to a subset of the data in their system. The documentation may also be limited, making it harder and more expensive to build an integration. And finally, many companies do not share any API information until a contract or an NDA is signed, and/or they charge money for their team of developers to work with the team building the integration to answer all their questions in lieu of proper documentation and/or building out the API to the customer's needs. Lastly, we have integration applications and middleware. These tools often have pre-built integrations with Salesforce and dozens or hundreds of other tools, allowing you to build and manage integrations much more efficiently than by building the integration from scratch. They range widely in price and capability, from free and cheap solutions like Zapier and Workato to enterprise solutions like Salesforce's Mulesoft. There's a world of difference between the two, so I'll tackle each separately. On the low end, a lot of people love tools like Zapier and Workato because you can build basic integrations for free without writing any code. It's so simple that literally almost anybody can learn how to do it in just a couple hours. However, these tools come with a lot of limitations that are dependent on the tool you want to integrate. Many times, I've looked at a particular tool and realized that I can push newly created data into or out of Salesforce, but if anyone edits or deletes a record, those changes will not be reflected in the other system. In many cases, that's an automatic deal breaker, as you'll have unreliable information within a day, completely defeating the purpose of an integration. Additionally, these inexpensive tools often query the data over a specific time interval, and if there's a timeout or something else goes wrong, you may miss a huge block of data. Then, assuming you even know how to do this, you end up exporting and importing massive data sets manually, spending hours on the very activity you wanted to avoid. All that said though, if these tools work for your use case and the limitations don't present an issue, they can oftentimes be a great solution and often the only solution inside a limited budget. On the other end of the spectrum, you have enterprise tools like Salesforce's Mulesoft. The advantage of these tools are that they can be extremely robust and allow a larger enterprise to manage a lot of data across many systems and departments without building a custom integration every single time they need to connect some data. Larger organizations tend to have so many different systems and so many different departments that this is a never-ending journey. And having a tool like Mulesoft can make this a lot more scalable. Additionally, making adjustments can be a lot easier versus having to go and rewrite code. But they do not come cheap, so you have to weigh the costs and benefits. Regardless of which direction you go, it's important not to assume that an integration automatically means you'll get exactly what you want. If there is a pre-built solution, you should call the provider and get a demo and see exactly how it will work with Salesforce and if it meets your needs. If you're building something custom by writing code or using an integration tool, you should work with the team that's going to build the integration for you and verify that you'll be able to get the data and the functionality that you need. I hope this video was helpful. If you'd like to learn more, reach out to me directly to schedule a meeting or check out some of our other videos on our website, LinkedIn, or YouTube.